Hey guys, welcome to another beeswarm video, and in today's video, I will be ranking all of the mythic bees, and you can trust me because I have all of the mythic bees. So without any further ado, here we go. Okay, there are 4 mythic bees, and in 4th place, I think I'm going to put Spicy Bee. And the reason for this is Spicy Bee is mainly attack based, and in beeswarm, you just don't need attack as much as you need pollen farming. Since Spicy Bee has flame heat, which increases your damage, red pollen, and attack. It just isn't good for farming. There are so many better options. So right now I'm going to show you what flame heat does. Flame heat is Spicy Bee's main ability, but it's not even that good. It gives red pollen, instant red conversion, and extra bee attack. But Spicy Bee's gifted ability is also not that useful since it only increases the flame duration. The only reason this could be useful is if you're grinding in a red field or your a red hive. That's the only place I see it being useful. Okay, in 3rd place we have the Vector Bee. The reason I think Vector Bee is better than Spicy Bee is because the farming potential is actually really good. Because of its honey mark tokens, as you can see on screen, we got a lot of them. It increases your pollen by a lot. And the triangulate, if you can triangulate over a lot of honey marks, you can get a lot of pollen extremely fast. Although this may not be good if you want to boost, because then you have to go back to your hive to convert. But its gifted ability, Mark Surge, if you have a lot of mark tokens on the field and then you use Mark Surge, you can get insane amounts of pollen. Since every single mark is going to be a ton of pollen. What Mark Surge does is every single mark, and then you collect the Mark Surge gifted ability, then the pollen, it just collects so much pollen. It's just really good for farming. But it's not, I don't think it's quite as good as some of the other mythics. So that's why I only rate it in 3rd place. Fun fact, Vector Bee was actually my very first mythic. Okay, in the number 2 place, we got Tadpole Bee. And honestly, Tadpole Bee is just amazing. The frog that it can summon, actually, it makes bubbles, and the bubbles, they regrow the flowers, and they collect pollen. It's even better if you're a blue hive, because you probably have Bumblebee or like maybe the bubble mass, and if you have a bubble mass or a bumblebee gifted, this Tadpole Bee could actually be amazing. The stats are really not that good. They're like garbage stats, but it's pretty worth it, I'm gonna be honest. The most amazing part about this frog, it does 10 times as much damage as whatever your Tadpole Bee does. It only starts off with 0.6 damage, but if you can increase that, it's so OP. Like, right now my Tadpole Bee can do 6 damage, the frog will do 60 damage. Okay, finally, in the number 1 place, we got the Fuzzy Bee. And I just want to say, why did Onet add this bee? It's just so broken. It's just so insanely OP. It has the power to pollinate flowers. When the Fuzzy Bee has a passive ability and a regular ability. The passive ability is okay. Whenever the Fuzzy Bee collects pollen, there's a chance that the pollen around it will be pollinated. And the pollinated flowers are just so good. Pollinated flowers, they make it so that those flowers give you so much more pollen. I think it's double, and they regrow faster. Fuzzy Bee's gifted ability, as you're seeing right now, puts a yellow haze, and it literally pollinates the entire field. Just for demonstration, this dandelion field, it looks like a mountain field. It's giving me the same amount of pollen as the mountain field would. It might even be better than the coconut while it's pollinated. So if you have a star treat and a Fuzzy Bee, I highly recommend using it on the Fuzzy Bee, because it's Fuzzy gifted is just one of the most broken things ever. Like, right, look at this dandelion field. It's the worst field in the game, but right now it's probably better, giving me more pollen than the coconut field. I'm not even using spray sprinklers. If you're down on sprinklers, have bad sprinklers, a fuzzy bee would help so much, and that's why fuzzy bee is number one by far. It just skyrockets ahead all of the other mythic bees. It's just the best.